Hi everyone, good morning to all. As you know, in the last video, we have discussed about closure property and we checked closure property in natural numbers and rational numbers, all numbers and integers. You may understood how to check the closure property under this category of numbers. That means we have to take two numbers a and b, and if it is addition, we have to check a plus b, and if we are checking under natural numbers, we have to check that whether a plus b is a natural number or not. Suppose if you are going to check whether rational number is closed under subtraction, then what we have to do, you have to choose a and b as two rational number. Then it is subtraction, you have to go for a minus b, then calculate the result and check whether it is a rational number or not. If it is a rational number, that is closed. If it is not a rational number, that is not closed. That is a way of checking this closure property under different operation. Now we are going to learn about commutative property. That is a totally different concept from this closure property. Second property is commutativity. That is a totally different concept when we compare with this closure property. So let us go to the next property, commutativity. Before going to start the new session, commutativity, now I am going to give you a question. This question, if you successfully completed this question, that means you understood everything about closure property. Okay, so let me ask you a question. Check whether rational numbers are closed under division. This is your question. Check whether rational numbers are closed under division. That means we have to check the property closed. That means closure property we have to check. And here the question is check whether rational numbers are closed under division. So you may understood, we have to check whether the rational numbers are closed under division. Here the operation is division. So now you can pause your video and take 1 minute and try to answer for the question, and after that again you can play the video and you can see the answer. See, in order to check whether it is closed under division or not, let us take two examples as a and b. So let me take a and b, we have to choose from rational numbers. So let be a is 1/2 and b is some 3/2, and since it is division we have to calculate a divided by b. I repeat, a divided by b. That means 1/2 divided by 3/2. How you can calculate 1/2 divided by 3/2? We have to, this 1/2 as it is, this division sign we can change into multiplication, and 3/2 you can convert, take the reciprocal, first rational as it is, division sign will become multiplication, and take the reciprocal of the second rational number, that is 3/2. And now we just see, 2/3. Now we just see, multiply the numerator, so 2. Multiply the denominator, 2 into 3, 6. If you reduce, if you simplify, we will get 1/3. Yes, 1/3 is a rational number. 1/3 is a rational number. But my question is, with only one example like this, can you predict that rational numbers are closed under division? Never. We have to check whether any example spoiling this property, whether any example such that is not satisfying this property. We have to go for that. We have to, I repeat, we have to check whether is there any one example spoiling this. So let me, I have an example like that. Let me show you. This is that example. A I can choose as some 3. Can I choose A as 3? I know that all the things are we discussed in the last video, but this is the revision. Can you choose A as 3? Check 3 is a rational number or not. Yes, 3, of course it is a rational number, because 3 we can write it as 3/1. So it can be, call it as a rational number. And can you call B as 0? Yes, of course, because 0 is a rational number, because 0/1. So now you just calculate A divided by B. So it becomes 3/0. Is it a rational number? No, it is not rational. Then can you say rational numbers are closed under division? No, rational numbers are not closed under division. Why not closed under division? Why? Because if rational numbers are closed for every a and b, a divided by b should be a rational number. But here it is spoiling. A divided by B, not a rational number. Why? Because denominator becomes 0, it is not a rational. So rational numbers are not closed under division. So this is the way of checking closure property. Now let us move to commutative property. You may understood. As I said, next property is commutativity. We have to check the property. It's a new property for you, so you have to be little alert while I am explaining. We are going to check commutative property, commutativity, and under which category of numbers? Natural numbers. And under which operation? Addition. So that means what I am going to do in the case of you know how we checked closure property. In the same way I am going to check closure property in natural number under which operation? Addition. You know how to check. It is I said this is totally different from closure property, and we need two number. Here also we need two number, A and B. No change. Okay, don't get confused between commutativity and closure. I told you this is totally different concept. There is only similarity is we need two number, A and B, as in closure property, and we have to choose A and B such that both numbers should be a natural number. So can I select 0? No, 0 is not a natural number. So you just select A as 2, B as 3. And then what we have to do? Here the operation is addition. So here also we have to calculate A plus B. And you may think that what is the difference between commutative property from closure? Difference is there. A plus B we have. So as I told you, you may think that is there any difference between commutative property when we compare with the closure property? Yes, there exists a difference. The difference is we need A plus B and we need B plus A also. This is the difference. A plus B is there and we need B plus A also. What is A plus B? 2 plus 3. What is that? 5. And what is B plus A? That is 3 plus 2. That also what? 5. Just compare both results and see the both results. And if both the results are same, then natural numbers are commutative under addition. If A plus B and B plus A are same, it can see if the result can be any number. It can be natural number, it can be rational number, it can be anything. Let it be any result. But we have to compare both results. I am repeating. Let me explain in Malayalam. That means A plus B and B plus A in നമ്മൾ കണ്ടുപിടിച്ചു. A plus B 5 നീട്ടി, B plus A 5 നീട്ടി. മറ്റേ ക്ലോഷർ പ്രോപ്പർട്ടിയിൽ നമ്മൾ എന്താ ചെയ്തത്? ഈ റിസൾട്ട് നാച്ചുറൽ നമ്പർ ആണോ നോക്കി. ആണെങ്കിൽ എസ് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ക്ലോസ്ഡ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. പക്ഷേ ഇവിടെ നമ്മൾ അങ്ങനെയല്ല. ഇത് നാച്ചുറൽ നമ്പറോ എന്തോ ആവട്ടെ, പക്ഷേ A plus B ചെയ്ത് കിട്ടുന്നതും B plus A ചെയ്ത് കിട്ടുന്നതും ഒരുപോലെ ആയിരിക്കണം. ഇത് എന്ത് നമ്പറും ആയിക്കോട്ടെ, നാച്ചുറൽ നമ്പറോ റാഷണൽ നമ്പറോ ഓൾ നമ്പറോ ഇൻഡിജേഴ്സ് എന്ത് നമ്പറും ആയിക്കോട്ടെ, A plus B എന്തും ആവാം, B plus Aയും അത് ആവാം. പക്ഷേ രണ്ടും സെയിം ആണെങ്കിൽ മാത്രമേ എന്തെന്ന് പറയാൻ പറ്റുള്ളൂ, അത് കമ്മ്യൂട്ടേറ്റീവ് പ്രോപ്പർട്ടി സാറ്റിസ്ഫൈ ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ടെന്ന് പറയാൻ പറ്റുള്ളൂ. So what we can say, compare A plus B, and I am repeating again and again. Why? Because I have to concentrate each child in my class. That's why maybe some students may get bored, but still I have to explain again and again. So what we have to calculate is A plus B, you just calculate, and B plus A also we need. A plus B and B plus A. And if A plus B and B plus A both results are same, then it is commutative. But as in the closure property, with the one example we cannot say it is commutative. We have to check, is there any other example violating this thing. And can you choose some more examples? Some A is equal to 5 and B is equal to 10. These A and B should be natural number always. A and B should be always natural number. See, 5 and 10 are natural number. And calculate A plus B and calculate B plus A. What is A plus B? 15. What is B plus A? 15. 5 plus 10? 10 plus 5. Isn't it? 15. Both results are same, no? Yes. So what we can say? So for every example, A plus B should be B plus A in the case of addition. Are you following me? So what we can conclude, there is not existing any example such that violating this property in addition, isn't it? So that's why we can say that natural numbers are commutative under addition. So you can write the conclusion, natural numbers are commutative under addition. Now I am going to check the same property, commutativity, in natural number, but in next operation, that is subtraction. So we need, as I said, we need two numbers A and B such that both A and B should be always what? Natural number, like 5, 2. Okay, then what do we have to check? A minus B. Can you say a minus b only? No, we need b minus a also. Why it become a minus b? Because the operation is subtraction here. Operation is subtraction here. So we need a minus b. Then just take the reverse of that, b minus a. Always, in order to check commutativity, if it is under subtraction, we need a minus b and b minus a. In order to check commutativity, if it is under multiplication, we need a into b and reverse b into a. That is a specialty of commutative property. Whenever if you are doing a minus b, we need b minus a. Whenever you are doing a into b, we need b into a. Okay, so what is a minus b here? What is a minus b? 5 minus 2. What is that? 3. And what is b minus a? 2 minus 5. What is 2 minus 5? Minus 3. See, can you say the result are same? Both result are not same. That means with one example, this example itself, it is spoiling. So what we can say, subtraction is not commutative in natural numbers. Subtraction is not commutative in natural number. Why? Because a minus b and b minus a both are different. If it is same only, we can say it is commutative. Both are different means we cannot say it is commutative. So subtraction is not commutative. What we can say? Subtraction is not commutative in which category of number? In natural numbers. Subtraction is not commutative because a minus b and b minus a both are different. So next operation is multiplication. In multiplication also we need two number a and b. And can you tell me any two number? That two number should be natural number. Like 10, 100. 10 and 100. Then what is a into b? What is a into b? Can anyone tell me? A into b is nothing but 10 into 100. What is that? 1000. Then what is b into a? Why it is a into b? Because here the operation is multiplication. So whenever you are calculating a into b, we need b into a also. Because why? It is commutativity, not closure. B into a is what? 100 into 10. What is that? That also what? 1000, no? That means here a into b and b into a are equal. And can you choose two other example? Try to choose two other example. One more example, try to choose at least. Then in that case also, a into b and b into a you just calculate. So you can see both should be same. You can see both should be same. Try to do that. So what we can conclude? We can conclude that natural multiplication is commutative in natural number. What we can say? Multiplication is commutative in natural number. Multiplication is commutative in natural number. So in order to check whether multiplication is commutative, we need two number a and b. Then just take a into b and b into a. Compare both result. Here both are equal. Select few more example. If whatever example you are doing in multiplication, it should be commutative always. Try to check by using some more example. So what we can conclude? Multiplication is commutative. Next we have to check under division. So we need two number a and b such that both a and b should be natural numbers. Can you select a as 6, b as 3? Why I am selecting a as 6 and b as 3? Because then it is very easy to divide. Then can you tell me what is a divided by b? 6 divided by 3. What is 6 divided by 3? 2, no? You know how to divide 6 by 3. Then now we can calculate b divided by a. So b divided by a is nothing but 3 divided by 6. How you can divide 3? 3 divided by 6. Let me remind you, 6 divided by 3 and 3 divided by 6 both are different. 6 divided by 3 you have to do in this way. 6 divided by 3. 2 3s are 6. Answer will be 2. See, that 2 is there. And 3 divided by 6, how you have to do? See, 3 divided by 6. Tell me, in 3 is there any 6? No. Then we have to give a point and 0. Then what we have to do? 30. They give a point and give a 0. In 30 how many 6? 5. 5 6 are 30. Answer remainder will be 0 and answer will be 0.5. 3 divided by 6 is nothing but 0.5. Compare both result. Both are not equal. See, when we calculate a divided by b and b divided by a, whenever you are calculating a divided by b, you should calculate b divided by a because it is the property commutativity. So we found that a divided by b and b divided by a both are different. So what we can say, a divided by b is not equal to, this is not equal symbol, b divided by a. Then what we can conclude, division is not, what we can say, not commutative. Division is not commutative. You may understood. And you just say this is an activity for you in the sense, after writing all the things in this way, what all the things I have written in the whiteboard, in the same way you have to write first, then after that you can draw this table as a conclusion. See, this is the case of all numbers. This is the case of whole numbers. You can change it as natural numbers because we checked under natural numbers now. So you can give a side heading natural numbers because we checked natural numbers just now. Then what we can write? Operation numbers remarks. See, operation is addition. Check whether addition is commutative. You know how to check. We already checked. And conclusion you can write addition is commutative. In that way you have to complete this. See, subtraction is not commutative. Conclusion they have already written. Why it is so? You have to write the reason here. You may understand. So complete this table in the notebook. Okay. And you may understood the property commutativity in natural numbers. Now we are going to focus about whole numbers. But I think natural numbers I did for you. So whole numbers, it's your duty to complete. That means you have to check whether write property name commutativity, then under write all numbers, then take first operation addition, check whether addition is commutative in all numbers. Then check subtraction, whether subtraction is commutative in all numbers. Then multiplication, check whether multiplication is commutative or not in whole numbers. Then check division. So in same way you can check. That's your duty. And all after you have to draw a table like this. So I showed you a table for you. In the same way you have to draw a table for whole numbers also. Now I have shown a table that is for natural numbers. Then after writing all the things in all numbers, you know how to write, you can draw this type of a table as a conclusion. Okay. After checking this property in every category of number, natural numbers, after writing all the things in the notebook, you have to draw that table. Then then next is whole numbers, check all the properties step by step in your notebook, then draw that table, same table as a conclusion. Then next we are going to check under rational numbers, that I will do for you. Then integers also I am ready to do for you. Then all after each category of number you have to draw a table like that. Okay. So now let us move to integers. So all numbers is your duty, you have to do it as an activity. Now we just see next is same property commutativity, but this time it is under integers. Under which operation? Let me select addition first. Addition. In order to check addition, whether addition is commutative in integer, I am going to check whether addition is commutative in integer. We need two number a and b such that both a and b should be integers. Both a and b should be integers. So can I select -2 and -3? Yes. Then what is a plus b? What is b plus a? What is a plus b? -2 plus -3. What is that? -5. Then what is b plus a? -3 plus -2. What is that? That is also -5, no? So with one example, so this is satisfying. Here a plus b and b plus a are equal. But with this only, can you say it is commutative? So it is commutative? No, we have to go for some more example. The next example, a is equal to 5 and b is equal to -10. Can I select a is equal to 5 and b is equal to -10? Of course, because 5 is an integer, -10 also integer. Then what is a plus b? 5 plus -10. What is that answer? -5. You know how to add a negative number and a positive number. Find the difference and give the greater number sign. And what is b plus a? -10 plus 5. Isn't it? Find the difference. What is the difference? 5. Which is a bigger number? 10. Its sign is minus. So answer will be -5. Here also both the result is same. That means for every a and b, a plus b and b plus a are equal. That means what we can say? We can say that as a conclusion, what we can write? Addition is commutative in integers. What? Addition is commutative in integers. So you have to write in the same way in the notebook. Okay. Now let us move to the next operation. Next operation is nothing but subtraction. So in order to check subtraction is commutative or not, we need two number a and b as integer. Let it be -10, let it be -5. Any problem? Why you can select simple number as 10 and 5 also. Why I am selecting difficult numbers? Then if you know how to operate with the difficult number, then simple examples are too easy for you, isn't it? That's why I'm always considering difficult example. You can change it as simple example, but I prefer always difficult example. And now we need a minus b and we need b minus a. No, isn't it? What is a minus b? A minus b is nothing but -10. So see, a, what is a? -10 written. Then what is next? Minus. Then what is b? B is again -5, so you just give a bracket. That is a method. So now we just see it become -10. What is minus? Plus 5. Then what is -10 plus 5? Find the difference. What is that? 5, which is a bigger number. 10, its sign is minus, so answer will be -5. You may understood. Then what is b minus a? What is b? -5. Okay, then which is the next time? Minus. Then what is a? A itself it is -10. Then give a bracket and -10. That's the rule. Bracket is necessary. After minus sign, again after minus subtraction sign, again a negative number, then it is better to give a bracket. Now we just see -5, minus become +10. How we can calculate? What is the difference? 5. But this time which is a bigger number? 10. What is the sign of 10? Plus. So answer will be +5. You just see. That means when we calculate a minus b, I got -5. When I calculate b minus a, I got +5. Can I say that both numbers are equal? No, both numbers are different. That means with this example itself, we can say what? A minus b is not equal to b minus a. But then what we can conclude? Subtraction is not commutative in integer. Subtraction is not commutative in integers. And the next operation is multiplication. I think multiplication I am leaving for you because multiplication is very simple. So you have to check whether multiplication is commutative in whole numbers or not. Sorry, integers or not. Sorry. And next we are going to check under division. Division is a little bit difficult. That's why I am going to help you. Division. That means I am going to check whether division is commutative in integers. Okay. So you may understood why subtraction is. So as I said, multiplication I am leaving for you, and next is division. That means commutative. We have to check under division. Under which category of numbers? It was integers, no? Yes, it was integers. Division. So we need what? Two numbers a and b as integers. Very good. Can I select -6 and -3? Of course. Then what? We have to calculate a divided by b and tell me. B divided by a. What is a divided by b? -6 divided by -3. What is -6 divided by -3? See, -6 divided by -3. Both minus will get cancelled. 6 by 3 is 2. You may understood. And b divided by a. What is -3 divided by -6? You know, -3 divided by -6. Both minus will get cancelled. 3 by 6 is, if you cancel, what we will get? In 3 how many 3? 1. In 6 how many 3? 2. In the previous case we calculated by division 3 by 6, normal division. Now I am going to use cancellation. So answer is 1 by 2. What is 1 by 2? Half. Half means 0.5. See, a divided by b, it was 2. B divided by a becomes 0.5. Can you say anything? Can you say that division is commutative in integers? No, because a divided by b and b divided by a are different. So not a divided by b and b divided by a are not equal. That means division is not commutative. Division is not commutative in integers. So as I said, after this also you can draw a conclusion. You can draw a table as a conclusion. You know how to draw the table as I show in the previous problems. One table I have shown in front of you. The same table you can draw as a conclusion after this integers. And next I am going to focus in which is the next category of numbers? Tell me. Yes, rational numbers. We are going to focus in rational numbers. Okay. Rational numbers is little bit difficult to check. That's why I'm going to explain that well. So please learn and write notes well. As I said, we are going to check commutativity. Under which category of number now? Rational numbers. Rational numbers. So which is the first operation I have to check? Addition. So what I have to do? I need two number A and B such that both should be rational numbers, like 1 by 2. And that means, can I select this time for a change? I am going to select A as 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is a rational number. B as 2. 2 is also a rational number. Why? Because 2 is nothing but 2 by 1. Now since it is addition, I am going to calculate A plus B. What is that? 1 by 2 plus 2. What is 1 by 2 plus 2? How you can calculate 2? You can represent it as 2 by 1. Then you can cross multiply. You know how to add two rational number by using cross multiplication. 1 into 1 is 1 plus 2 into 2 is 4 by 2 into 1 is 2. Answer is 5 by 2. Then calculate B plus A. What is B? 2 plus 1 by 2. Here also you can give a denominator 1. Cross multiply. 4 plus 1 divided by 2. 5 by 2. Both answers are correct. With this example only can you say this is commutative. Addition is commutative in rational number? No. You have to go for next few more examples. Try to select one more example. Whatever example you are choosing, I can say that addition is commutative in rational numbers. Because whatever example you are choosing, A plus B should be equal to B plus A in the same way. Here A plus B and B plus A came equal, no? Same way we will continue. Whatever example you are choosing. You have to go for one more example and write conclusion what addition is commutative in rational numbers. Next is we have to check again in rational numbers, and next operation is what? Addition. Then after subtraction, the next operation is subtraction. So I need two number A and B as rational numbers. So I am going to select A as 5 and B as 1 by 2 this time. Is there any problem? Because both are rational numbers. No. Then what is A minus B? A minus B is nothing but 5 minus 1 by 2. Similarly, in the previous case, you just give a denominator 1 and cross multiplication. 5 into 2 is 10 minus 1 into 1 is 1. Divide by 1 into 2 is 2. Answer is 9 by 2. A minus B we got as 9 by 2. Then we need B minus A. What is B minus A? 1 by 2 minus 5. So I am repeating why I am selecting this difficult example, because then you will learn much operation. That's why. Then 1 by 2 minus 5. Just give a denominator 1 and cross multiply. What is 1 into 1? 1. Then operation subtraction. 2 into 5 10 by 2 into 1 2. So 1 minus 10 by 2. What is 1 minus 10? Minus 9 by 2. Can you say both answers? That means can you say A minus B and B minus A came equal? Because one is 9 by 2, next is minus 9 by 2. So with only one example itself, we understood that subtraction is not commutative, because A minus B and B minus A are not coming equal. So subtraction is not commutative in rational numbers. So next operations are multiplication and division. So in order to check in the case of multiplication, we need two rational number A and B such that both should be rational, like 1 by 2 and 3 by 2. And can you calculate A into B? A into B is nothing but 1 by 2 into 3 by 2. Numerator multiply, denominator multiply. That is the rule of multiplication. 1 into 3 is 3 by 2 into 2 is 4. And what is B into A? Because this is commutative. Whenever you are checking A into B, we need B into A. What is B into A? 3 by 2 into 1 by 2. What is that? 3 into 1 is 3. 2 into 2 is 4. What you understood? Both the results are same. So, but as always, only one example we cannot say it is commutative. Multiplication is commutative. So you have to select few more examples. But whatever example you are selecting, A into B and B into A should be equal. Okay, that means after one more example, by one more example you have to check, okay, once again, and afterwards you can conclude that multiplication is commutative. Sure, it should be commutative. That means for every A into B, B into A and A into B are always equal. That means multiplication is commutative. Now let us go to division. In division, we need two number A and B such that both A and B should be rational numbers. So can I select minus 1 by 2 and minus 3 by 4? Is there any problem? Can I select A as minus 1 by 2 and B as minus 3 by 4? Is minus 1 by 2 is a rational number? Of course, it can be negative, but it's a rational number. b is also minus 3 by 5. Rational numbers can be negative. Okay, now I am going to select, I have to do a divided by b. What is a divided by b? Minus 1 by 2 divided by minus 3 by 4. So what I have to do? Minus 1 by 2, this division sign become multiplication. Minus 3 by 4 reciprocal is 4 by minus 3. Are you following me? Then what is numerator multiply? Denominator multiply. What is minus 1 into 4? Minus 4. What is 2 into minus 3? Minus 6. Both minus will get cancelled. Answer is 4 by 6. When you reduce by 2, we will get, in 4 how many 2? 2. In 6 how many 2? 3. Answer is 2 by 3. You may understood. And now we just select b divided by. Why we are selecting b divided by a? Because whenever we are calculating a divided by b, we need b divided by a because the operation is commutativity. And what is b divided by a? Minus 3 by 4 divided by minus 1 by 2. So this time minus 3 by 4 division become multiplication, take the reciprocal, 2 by minus 1. So what is minus 3 into 2? Minus 6. What is 4 into minus 1? Minus 4. When you cancel this, what we will get? Tell me very fast. Minus 1 minus will get cancelled. By 2 we can divide it. So in 6 how many 2? 3. Isn't it? In 4 how many 2? 2. So the answer is 3 by 2. We got here it as 2 by 3. Here we got it as 3 by 2. Can you say 2 by 3 and 3 by 2 are equal? No, 2 by 3 and 3 by 2 are both are different. No? That means division is not commutative. So you may understood that division is not commutative. With one example itself you may understood. And after this rational numbers also, after taking all the operations in rational numbers, you have to draw that table. Which table we have mentioned about in the previous case. In the same table you have to draw and conclude. Only after writing these things. What all those things I have mentioned in the whiteboard, only after writing all those things in the whiteboard step by step, as a conclusion only you are supposed to draw the table. Okay, and this is the end for the video session, and please learn it well. And I think it's a 32 minutes video session, so you have to learn this video very seriously. What all those things we are discussing in March, everything are very serious, very important and interesting too. So wish you very good learning and take care. Bye.